Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest, particularly Jessica. I think this is a very timely subject matter to give us with all the different uses we have nowadays for social media, things like YouTube. I know I've gone on that quite a lot to look at how-to videos, whether it's something I'm doing at the house or enhance my knowledge base for the leather craft that I do. I especially like the analogy or allogram at the beginning using YouTube and then the things it created. I think you had a great number of pieces of information to share with us, and that's always good to know, particularly with something like YouTube that so many people are using. You did use a lot of humor throughout the speech, and I always personally appreciate that. As far as something to challenge you with, to work on going forward, there were times as you were trying to share with us what's on the screen, you were kind of stumbling over your words, whether that is you needed to familiarize yourself more with what was on the screen, or whether you're just trying to run so fast, and obviously at 9 minutes something you didn't succeed in that. But whether you need to take a breath and slow down, we all do it. I have done it myself. We get rolling and it's almost like you're going downhill and you're just picking up speed. And you need to sometimes just realize you need to take a breath, throw a pause in there every now and then, just take your time with it. The one rule of thumb that's always been in effect for all the time I've been a Toastmaster is if you're going to use visual aids, AV equipment of any kind, make sure you're familiar with the equipment. You also want to make sure to get to wherever you're speaking in enough time so you can make sure that it is operational and you know how it's going to operate. There was a stall there for a little bit when you weren't sure whether it's going to turn on or not, and then it did later on. So I would say a couple of things to look for would be take time when you're presenting, and watch out when you're using graphics or visual aids of any kind. They are always meant to help enhance the presentation. You don't want to get to the point where they become a deterrent because of whatever's happening here is detracting from the information you're trying to impart. Now, I think your eye contact was good, you scanned the room, you had good hand gestures, you had information that's timely and probably affects everybody that's in the room. So that was good. I would say those two things would be the things to look on going forward.